Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Suburban Sil. So today I wanted to talk about a seed propagation experiment that I've been working on, which for what feels like a really long time. And it's the seed propagation of the Cereus forbesii monstrose, although commonly known as the Ming Thing. So about a year and a half ago, I went online and I bought a bunch of cactus and succulent seeds just to see if I could grow them from seed and just kind of what that looked like, and maybe kind of work out a process for doing so. And I picked the Ming Thing because I think it grows really interesting because it has this kind of like monstrous ooze about it where they all take on a different shape and it just kind of like grows in this like really interesting way. So I wanted to start with that one just to see what it would look like and how it would go. So first I used some little seedling prop trays. And the nice thing about these little prop trays that I also ordered online, they have your little seedling tray, and then it sits nice in this tray for like watering for underneath. And then you have your lid to make it kind of like a little greenhouse. And it's really little, so you can just sit it on your windowsill and it doesn't take a lot of space, and fits nicely under just like a little simple grow light if you want to do that. But I got these online. But you know what? If you don't want to go out and get something like that, what also works really well is just a clear plastic take-home food container. I've used these too. So reduce, reuse, recycle, right? So the first thing, you need a cactus mix or a succulent mix. I sometimes get questions about what soil I use, and I really like the black gold cactus mix. I also like the black gold all-purpose mix for just like regular potting. It's just like a nice draining soil. It's really rich and dark, and it's got a lot of large pieces, like I said, for good drainage. It's just a good soil. But I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with any cactus or succulent mix. So you place your seeds right on top of the soil and then just sprinkle with a light coating of sand. You don't want to use too much. Just get some sand at your local nursery or anywhere where they have like a nice gardening sand. Just a little layer on top will do. And then you spray the soil so that the seeds in the top layer are nice and moist. Put your lid on and then wait for the magic. There really isn't anything that special in preparing these particular seeds for propagation, but those are just kind of like the general steps to get it going. So after about a week, I had seed germination, which was really cool. They just looked like little sticks coming right out of the soil. Week 2, the little sticks then all of a sudden had like a little V shape on top, which was also really interesting. And then about a month after that, I started to get little spikes or the little needles on the top, and it kind of had like a little bulbous top. They were still very pink, they were still very tiny, and they stayed like that for about a year. That's what I think, about a year. But recently, it is starting to get sunny here. It is starting to warm up a bit, even though it's March. It's still a little warm, but I've noticed a difference, and that's what I wanted to share with you today. But here, for some perspective, here's where we're at. Now, I'm going to admit, I probably don't water them as much as I should because I forget. This is a long process and I'm probably not on top of it in a way that I should be, but they're still doing really well and they're getting bigger and they're turning green, which is really cool. So you can see they've got little spikes growing on them now. Some of them are losing that pink hue. Some of them are getting really big. Some of them aren't getting very. Some of them are still kind of small. But all the ones that I started with have survived. They spend the winter on my windowsill. They get watered maybe once a month when I remember. And we're still just trucking along. What's fascinating to me in this process is how long it takes to grow a cactus, and gives me perspective on when you see a cactus out in nature, when you see a real cactus, you can really respect the length of time that it took to get to that mature form. Even one of the cactuses that I have in my own collection that was given to me as a gift about a year ago, when I think about that cactus, it makes me realize, wow, that cactus is a lot older than I probably thought it was when I got it as a present. So it's kind of cool to see. And so I will update this Ming Thing propagation, probably not for a while. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. So if you're interested in cactus seed propagation, you'll get my update when it comes out 6 months from now, 8 months from now, I don't know. Hopefully after the summer, I will see some more changes that will be fun to report and show how it's coming along. So thanks for checking out this quick little video on propagating a cactus by seed. I'm actually going to Arizona here shortly, and I plan to get a bunch more seeds. And so I'm going to do some other fun cactus type experiments with seed propagation. And I hope that I can find some unique varieties also to bring back to my collection. So I'll be doing a video on that here shortly in the next couple of months. So make sure you subscribe. Follow along on my social media at suburbansil on Instagram, and you can always check out my website at suburbansil.com. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.